So I love the fact that you have this digital mindset, that you love the digital aspect, the transformation that's going on in the world right now. In your opinion, as far as the financial world, the fundraising world, the VC world, how is the digital industry taking that and shaking it up? And what do you see happening in the next 6, 12, 18 months?
Oh, the digital industry we're the next target. Finance, venture capital, investment
100%.
banking, we're the next target. I'm seeing things like electronic shares with eShares and CapShare, AngelList and Funders Club coming with the crowdfunding. And crowdfunding with Indiegogo and Kickstarter.
How do you feel about those sites?
I think they're fantastic. Well, I love what they're doing.
Right.
It does shake up our industry a little bit.
Absolutely.
But I love what they're doing. In fact, I had an investment in the Pebble watch, and the company was almost out of business. And Eric said, "Hey, I think it's out of business, but we're going to try something, and we're going to put something up on Kickstarter." And I said, "Sure, go ahead."
Yeah.
And he put up a video on Kickstarter, and he got $10 million in 3 weeks.
Unbelievable.
And half of it was free money, and the other half was pre-orders for his Pebble watch.
I love it.
So and now of course Pebble is everywhere, and they're a wonderful watch. So I think that crowdfunding's having a big impact. I also think that Bitcoin and the blockchain are going to make everything run much more smoothly. There will be no reason to have an accountant, because everyone will be an accountant looking over the blockchain. And with Bitcoin, it's going to be a much more efficient currency that will permeate the world, and particularly with countries where they don't trust their currency. It's going to be really exciting. And then there's going to be secondary trading that's going to challenge the investment banks. And I don't know which industry is going to be the one that makes it so that all of these companies are tradable amongst anyone. But I think it could be, because it could be that the electronic shares become tradable, or that AngelList becomes an exchange, or that Bitcoin becomes a market system. But something's going to break, because it makes no sense to do it the way we've been doing it. It costs 100%. Way too much money to get a venture capitalist, to get an investment banker to take you public or merge you out.
You're not cheap.
Money. No,
very expensive.
We're very expensive. And it costs too much money for a bank to loan money out.
Correct.
And so these peer-to-peer loans are making it so that I can loan directly to you, and we don't need the bricks and mortar. We don't need any of that. So
I feel
our industry is the big target right now.
So just going on that, I feel that most of the resistance that like Bitcoin has, and they're the bureaucrats. They're putting up the roadblocks because they haven't figured out a way to make money at it.
Right. They're threatened.
100%.
So banks, investment banks, venture capitalists, all are threatened by Bitcoin.
Absolutely.
They're saying, wait a second, I've got dollars, and I like my big margins, and I don't really want them to change. And it was the music industry had the same thing. They didn't really want to change. They kind of liked the way it was working. I picked the 20 bands that are going to actually make the top 40, and nobody else has any handle on it. All of a sudden, boom, anybody can listen to anything, and it blows up. Well, the same thing's going to happen here. And so we've got to all reinvent ourselves, and that's, I think, the healthiest way to look at it. There's one way to look at it, which is let's ignore it, and we'll just keep doing what we're doing, and that's what most of them are doing.
Right.
When they start getting really threatened, then they go, "Mommy," to the government, and they try to get the government to change. Or to make it so that it's impossible for these little companies to operate, and that's happening a lot. But eventually they have to accommodate the new world and these new technologies, and we're all going to be better off. So, go buy some Bitcoin and start spending it.
100%. Mr. Scott Eddy, Tim Draper, the financial guru of Silicon Valley. Talk to you later.
Great.